What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna do my collection reveal, I guess, as I call it. This is gonna be my 2024 collection, basically. Might have some more cars added throughout the year. Now, I want to say briefly, this isn't all of it. I do have a couple cars at my dad's house, my silver 93 GT and my my turbo green coupe, a drag car. I'll have more footage on those probably, hopefully by the end of the month. We'll see. So yeah, basically I'm gonna go over all of my cars, touch basis on all of them, you know, little points, little cool factors, stuff like that. I'm not going to go too in depth because I don't want this video to be like an hour long. I have a feeling it's going to be a long video already, so I appreciate everyone that is going to watch the video and stick it out to the end. It really means a lot to me. I appreciate all of you that have subscribed to the channel and liked all of my videos and stuff like that and commented. It's really been good for the channel, so let's keep it going. But yeah, without further ado, I guess we'll just get right into it. So there's I guess a little preview of all of mine. I also want to say it's a little breezy out here today, so I apologize if there's some wind noise. But so starting it off, it's kind of in order as in terms of year as well. So we've got 79 pace car, 84 GT, 93 Cobra, 95 Cobra, 03 Cobra, and then I've got my trucks. So, but yeah. So starting it off is my 79 pace car. I bought this car, I want to say about, man, it's probably been 5 or 6 years ago now, a little while ago. It had a 302, this is an original 302 4-speed car, but the motor in it had severe rod knock when I bought it. So I bought the car out of Wyoming. We took the car to my dad's place, and I went ahead and I built a motor for it here, and then I took an engine, the rear end, transmission, all that stuff out of a 95 GT that I sourced out of the junkyard, actually. This is kind of really like a budget build. So got everything off of a 95 GT and basically put everything into here. The rear, because I know some of you might be wondering, it's Fox length rear axles. It's a 15x9 Weld Alumistars front and rear. That's a 26x8.5 Hoosier. So the interior is in decent shape. It's original, so you get what you get. If anybody out there has a passenger or driver lower bolster that's in better condition than this, please let me know. As well as this, I'd even buy a complete, I'd buy a complete seat or a complete lower. Driver or passenger, I'll buy either, so doesn't matter. But this is an original non-AC car. You'll see the gauge bezel there. It does not have a vent for the air. But yeah, like I said, this is a oh yeah, one of the drawbacks, for some reason this one doesn't like to do its thing, but anyway, so yeah, like I said, this is my 79 pace car. Maybe sometimes that hood latch likes to get stuck, but like I said, the car's in pretty decent shape. This is really just a fun driver. This car runs really, really good for what it is. I know it surprised quite a lot of people. It surprised me. So, like I said, it had really bad rod knock. We tore the old motor out of it. I've actually still got it, but maybe one day we'll go through it. So we tore the old motor out of it. Stripped the engine bay completely down, repainted the engine bay, redid all the front suspension, ball joints, lower control arms, struts, springs, all that stuff. Like I said, painted the engine bay, and then I put the motor together for it. Really simple combo. It's a stock bottom end 95 GT with a B-cam Mafia baby, and a cheap Chinese intake. The E7s are have been ported, as well as the intake. They've both been port matched to each other. So went ahead and did kind of a cool little touch on the Motorsport valve covers, kind of tie it in with the whole pace car pewter and orange deal there. So like I said, this car was really built with like spare parts and cheap parts. I mean, I really don't have a lot of money. Since I bought everything out of that junkyard car, it was actually pretty low mileage. I think it only had like 120 or something on it. I really did pretty well. I got the transmission out of that car, the rear end out of that car, engine, all the running gear basically, to put this car together and be what it is today. So this is also a patina car, just like my 84. No, I do not have any plans on painting this car. I'll buy another pace car if I want a pretty one. One thing that has been redone is the roof. The roof did have some rust in it. Well, probably like 80% of them do. So we fixed the roof and then patinaed it. I think it looks pretty good. If I didn't tell you, you probably wouldn't notice, but now that you know, you might. But yeah, it's all original graphics. All the black is still original still. I have repainted the door frames. I still need to paint the front and back glass trim, and I'm debating on if I want to redo all of the bottom in black as well, kind of like my 84 GT. I think it looks good. You know, it's a patina car, but I don't know. Sometimes I do kind of want to paint the black, the headlight buckets and grille and the lower air dam and stuff like that. So let me know what you guys would do. Let me know what you think about it. And I'll touch bases on my 84 a little bit, but not too much, just because I just did a video on it. So yeah, this is my 84 GT, high school car. Built it with my buddies and my dad. This probably has the most sentimental value to me. This is an original paint car. The black has been refinished. It has SVO sail panels on it, and the interior is basically an 85 GT at this point. Most of the 84 stuff in the car was in pretty rough shape, so traded it all out for 85 GT stuff. I do keep the driver's side seat covered all the time, but it's the same TMI sand beige. So if you guys want a more in-depth video on this car, go ahead and check out my last video dedicated specifically to this car. So, but we went ahead and redid the trim and all that video and buffed it, got it looking good again. So I'm not going to open the hood because, like I said, I've got all of that in that other video. So moving on, my 93 Cobra. Well, technically it's my wife's. I bought it for my wife. She's always wanted a red 93 Cobra. I'm sure my dad is partial to blame for that, Mr. 93 Cobra man. But I got super lucky when I found this car. Wasn't looking for it at all. Stumbled upon it on a Facebook post, not even like a marketplace or anything. It was a guy that knew this lady that had the car, and it was a shot in the dark. I sent her an email, and I didn't hear anything back for about 2 months, or about a month or so. And out of the blue, she texted me back or sent me an email and said, hey, yeah, I still have the car. So, you know, I called her and we went over everything. And so this is a one owner car. She bought it brand new, and she drove the wheels off of it, honestly. The car looks pretty good. It is a little bit higher mileage for a 93, but it's in pretty good shape. It's a gray cloth car. This is a base 93 Cobra. The only thing I've done to the interior is I put a cup holder console in there for her. She likes her drinks. You know, I'm sure most of you guys' lady likes their drinks, Starbucks and everything. But yeah, so this car is a no option car, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure how many they made like that. Being no sunroof, you know, no rear defrost, power seat. So pretty cool car. So the car's pretty clean overall. The car is from Arizona originally. The quarter glass and everything's in really good shape for being as old as it is. The only thing I've done to it is tinted the windows. Now we have gone through and done all the brakes, all the brake lines, brake hoses. The rear end bushings were completely gone, replaced those. Oh, we did do an exhaust on it too. I might actually start it for you guys, that way you can hear it. It sounds really good. So. Like I said, car's pretty clean overall. Really happy with it. Like I said, I got extremely lucky when I found it. I don't plan on selling it. It's a good car, it drives really good, rides really good. Pretty clean. We'll go ahead and pop the hood and show you the engine bay, and then I guess we can start it. You guys can hear the exhaust. So it's got an off-road H on it and Jones mufflers, and I did the LMR tailpipes on it. You can kind of see them. I haven't decided what we're going to do from here. She wants me to leave it alone, so that's probably most likely what we'll do. But like I said, car's pretty much stock. I do need to do some touching up in here. I'd like to paint radiator brackets, kind of touch up a couple little things. You know, maybe put the decal on the air box, the decals on the coil panel and or coil cover and stuff like that. Get a Motorcraft battery for it. But for right now, we've just been driving it, enjoying the car for what it is. It's still got a date-coated plug wires on it, which is pretty cool. All the zinc on all the bolts are really, really nice and clean. So I haven't really done anything to this car except for cleaned it. Like I said, I feel that I got extremely lucky with the car. Yeah. We did put a set of headlights in it because the originals were pretty smoked. Fog lights were busted, so we did those too. Like I said, nothing too crazy, just some updating. You know, she drove the car, that's for sure. So, let's see. Rolling back. Car starts up, idles, awesome. It's just a good car. Go too crazy, neighbors might get mad at us. All right. Yeah. So nothing too crazy on this one, but that's the wife's '93 Cobra. So, all right. So now for probably, I don't know, one of my top favorite cars. My crystal white 95 Cobra. This is tan cloth interior car, one of 66 built. Might be rarer than that because it's actually a non-Mach 460 car, which is really cool. Just something you don't really see. The only thing I've done to this car is I lowered it on H&R springs. I did the CCW LM20s, powder coated them in white, polished all the lips. Oh, we did the export mirrors and also the export tails. Now, how well it's going to pick up, you can see the amber in there. Pretty neat. So, yeah, nothing too crazy. This car does still have the exhaust is completely stock still. Everything. Oh, and I did do the Cobra R hood as well on the car, but everything in here. My towels for the seats. The car's really clean. I do drive it quite a bit, actually. It's probably one of the cars I drive the most. Because it drives so good. Car's only got 50, I have to look at the odometer again, but I believe it's only 55 or 56,000 miles on it. Same deal. I bought this car from the original owner. All he basically did was drive it. I think he put a clutch in it and a fuel pump, and that was pretty much it. So it is a little dirty, a little dusty in here. Like I said, I do drive this car almost every day. It's a great driving car, and it looks good. One thing I would like to do, I know that they make them now. They have these more stock style, OEM style battery terminals on it. That was on there when I bought it. I would like to change that out and put a Motorcraft battery in it at some point. For right now, like I said though, I'm just kind of driving it and enjoying it. Like I said, this car is probably one of my favorite cars. I've always wanted a 95 or 94. I think both of them are cool. 95 is cool because it's the last year. No push rod, but tan cloth is super cool. Most of them you see, they're either tan leather or black leather. So one of 66 built like this. 17 by 10, 17 by 10 and a half in the rear, 17 by 8 and a half in the front. 315s on the rear and 245s on the front. So basically stock except for the hood, springs, wheels. The exhaust is completely bone stock. This car's quiet, has ice cold AC. It's just awesome. Now I will say, if you guys are looking to buy a Mustang, look at 94, 95 Cobras. The values on them aren't crazy like the 93s. You can pick up a pretty decent car for probably less than 10 grand in today's market, or around there. I mean, if you go searching for Fox Bodies, I'm sure you're going to see most of them are probably about $10,000, and they're pretty much all buckets. Unless you're going to spend, you know, 20 or more, most of them are pretty rough. You know, bigger projects. So I'd strongly recommend looking into 94, 95s. They're already 5-lug. They've got better suspension, in my opinion, better brakes. They drive nicer. They feel nicer. They're a whole lot more solid. So, but yeah, won't rant on too much about that. Just my opinion. Then we have my 03 Cobra. Car's mineral gray. It's like one of 302, something like that. Has a bullet side scoops, Celine seat pillars. These are the Victory Forged wheels. It's got the Export or 9901 Cobra, whatever you want to call them. So, the Ambers. So, I've had this car quite a while. Said we do have another Cobra that's going to be joining the channel here pretty soon. So we'll have some more Cobra content for you guys that like Cobra content. I did paint the brake calipers Calypso, like box body Calypso. So apologize if the wind noise is picking up here a little bit. So OEM, or not an OEM, but a Ford hood blanket. Oh. Take my towel off my seat here. Oh. Sorry, should have been more prepared. But car's clean. One little spot in the seat there. I mean, very minor. This car does have over 100,000 miles on it, guys, so keep that in mind. Oh, let's see. Most people don't think it, or believe me when I tell them, but all in how one was cared for. It does have a carbon cowl, deleted the wipers. I think it cleans it up a lot. I did those hood vents quite a while ago. Don't see many people do that. Oh, bam! So, 2.9 Whipple. Motor is super solid, super strong. Tuned by Carl at Competition Auto in North Carolina, as well as the Ranger and a lot of other things that I've had. He helps me out a bunch. He does remote tuning as well. If you guys need anything done, hit him up. He might be able to help you out. Got a cool SVT engraved. So that's like engraved, but then there's a carbon inlay, which is pretty cool. It's got GT500 coil pack covers. Like I said, I do drive this car a lot too. It's, like I said, got over 100,000 miles on it. I enjoy it, y'all. I mean, that's what it's about. That's what these cars are built for. Get out and drive them and enjoy them. Don't worry about the miles racking up. At least in my opinion, unless you've got a, 1,500 mile or less than 10,000 mile car, drive them, So, but yeah, car's pretty clean. So I wish the sun was out. You guys could see the color of the mineral gray. It's such a cool color when it's sunny out. It turns like a goldish color. It's really cool. So, done with that. Now, I'm gonna lead on to my Ranger. So, this is my 2000 Ford Ranger. I did a 5-liter swap out of a 2000 Ford Explorer. This truck does have, if any of you guys know anything about Rangers, or if not, it has the 01, I think it's 01 to 03 grille and headlights, or the headlights go all the way up, and then the bumper is, I think, 06 and newer. So kind of a mixture of parts there, but I think it works out really well. I apologize if the wind noise is picking up here, you guys. This was just a fun project. I've always wanted to do a Ranger. These are the Rick's Rangers flush mount door handles. Those are pretty cool. So I've always wanted to do a Ranger, a V8 Ranger especially. I got really lucky when I found this one. Now, it's not the cleanest thing in the world, guys. It's a Ranger, They weren't taken the best care of, but these are actually the seats out of the 2000 Explorer that I bought as a donor vehicle. I bought an Explorer with 98,000 miles as a donor vehicle, and these are the seats, center console, all that stuff. So we got a couple gauges here. I'll show you what we're working with under the hood. Oh. I'll pop the hood and show it to you. All right. This one definitely takes 2 hands to pop the hood on. It's a little bit wider than Fox. But here it is. 5-liter swap. I did keep the 4R70. This truck was an original manual truck. Most people are like, man, why wouldn't you go back manual? Well, I bought the Explorer and it only had 98,000 miles on it, so I figure what the heck, why not just keep the trans? It shifts really good. So that's what we did. If we ever have a problem out of it, we'll go with the T5. But it's got a 4R70W in it. The engine is completely stock. I did do a set of headers and an old school Ford Motorsport Powerdyne supercharger kit. I got extremely lucky when I found this kit. I was searching one day and I came across this kit and I thought it was for a Fox body, and actually it turns out it was for an Explorer. And I was in the middle of doing this project and I was like, well, that works out awesome. So we went ahead and decided to use it on this. Now, it doesn't make much power. It makes like 4 or 5 pounds of boost, but it's the cool factor, So this is all, I want to preface this. The truck is original paint aside from the hood, the grille, and the front bumper and rear bumper. I painted all that stuff. But the sides, all down the side, the roof, all the bed, all that stuff. That's all original paint. So this all cleaned up really good. This is actually the 5-liter decal. I was able to save that off of the Ranger. I did the 5-liter brake booster. Tried to make it look like an OEM 5-liter Ranger, like if Ford would have done it. I do need to get a smaller battery for it. I had the smaller battery in there, but it died on me. So this was the one out of the Explorer, and I said, well, I guess I'll use it for now. So it works, but the original Ranger is a little bit smaller. So pretty cool truck. These are the wheels that came off of the Cobra, so multi-purpose around here. Does have 10.5s in the rear with 315s, Toyos all around, same tire that's on the 95. The seats are in really good condition. The foam on that side is kind of worn out a little bit. I'd like to find another foam, like a passenger side foam, to put on that side maybe. But overall, the truck is in really good shape for a Ranger and for being original paint. This color is called Mandarin Copper. I believe they made it in 2000 to 2002, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on it. It's somewhere in there. I can't remember for sure, but they didn't make a bunch of them. It is an XLT truck. I do think that this truck was special ordered. This also is a one-owner truck, believe it or not. Like I said, I did do painted the rear bumper, and I built the exhaust. Kind of wanted to do like the Lightning style. I know the Lightning's come out in front of the tire, but I always wanted to do it behind the bed, or behind the rear tire. So that's what we did. I guess I can start it up for you and let you guys listen to it. Let me get in there and start it up. There you go. 98,000 miles on the cluster. I did do the Explorer. This is the Explorer cluster, Explorer steering column. All the PAT stuff actually works on this vehicle. This is the Ford, the Explorer leather wrapped wheel. It's seen a little bit better days. If any of you guys have ever had an Explorer, you know they all kind of do this. Would like to replace the wheel at some point. Maybe touch up the interior a little bit, but we just got AFR and a boost gauge. Truck runs great. Let me see if I can kind of pop open this door over here. Maybe you guys can hear the exhaust a little bit better. It's got a little bit of rasp to it, but it's cool. All right, now last but not least, at least for today's video, this is my 2021 F350. It's gonna be hard to get it all on camera because it's a behemoth, but here you go. Velocity Blue STX, 4-wheel drive, 6.7 Power Stroke diesel. Yeah, freaking beast of a truck. I special ordered this truck in December of 2020. Yeah, December of 2020, and got it, I want to say late March of 21. So not too long, right before the truck craze kind of popped off and went crazy. No, it might be a little messy. It might be some stuff in the door panels. Got the kiddo's rear seat in there. Um, so this being an STX, they come with cloth interior, a plastic or like the cheap, you know, steering wheel. So I did some upgrades to it. I went ahead and did the cat skin leather seat covers, the limited, I guess, style. It works really, really well with the gray accents on the door panels and everything. And then I did the XLT or Lariat leather wheel. So kind of tie everything in. I did paint match the door pull handles to the outside, kind of a little custom touch. These were also that textured plastic that you get. Went ahead and shot those in gloss black, and in the sunlight, when you get them just right, there's actually a little bit of blue metallic in them as well. So that's kind of cool. Same blue as the truck. Said paint match the door handles there. Like I said, most of you guys probably don't care. It's just a truck, but pretty cool truck to me. It is leveled in the front on 37s. These are 24s. I always wanted a dually on semi-truck wheels, and I was given the opportunity to order one. Most guys think that I paid $100,000 for this truck. I'll tell you guys, it was not anywhere near that. This being an STX truck, it's basically one step up from an XL. Yeah, it has a couple options, but when I ordered this, the sticker price on it was, I think, $61,000. And I'll say I got it cheaper than that because when I got this truck, there was already 22s on the lot. There was rebates on this vehicle. So I got a smoking deal on it. And it's mine. You don't see many Velocity Blue ones either. Anyways, it came with black plastic door handles. We did the painted door handles, chrome pull handles on them. Did the platinum trim up here on the window glass. Let's see. Yeah, did the painted bumpers because it came with chrome bumpers originally. I did the painted bumpers and then had them vinyl wrapped or clear wrapped to protect them so they don't chip off. I've got 18,000 miles on the truck now, and there's really no chips at all up there, so holding up pretty good. And I did all of this stuff when the truck had like 10 miles on it, so. Yeah. So, said, this is it. I did have the four-wheel drive stickers on the flares there. I took those off when the truck was new. So we painted the bumpers. I painted the tailgate handle and did the chrome handle cover on there to match the doors. But yeah, everybody thinks it's, you know, I paid $100,000 for the truck, but reality, I didn't. I bought a lower level truck and made it to what I wanted it to be. So yeah, did the tinted windows and pretty much it. Truck drives awesome. It tows everything that I need to, you know, all of these things here and potential projects and all of that. So I did do the fifth wheel package in there as well, so one day if we get a big gooseneck or something like that, we can haul that. But yeah, I'll kind of do a quick walk down of all of them. You can kind of see. Like I said, I appreciate you guys watching the videos and subscribing. I know a couple people have asked about, you know, all the cars in the background, and I said that I would do a video, and so here it is. Took me a little while to get everything kind of cleaned up, somewhat presentable. So yeah. Like I said, y'all, I appreciate everybody that watches the videos, and if you guys have any questions about any of the cars, you know, drop them down below. I usually try my best to answer everybody. If you you guys got questions or anything like that, comments, drop them down below. Leave a like on the video. I will say none of these cars are actively for sale, but I guess everything has a price. If you're really interested, you can follow me on Instagram. Same name is on here, Fox Body Junkie, and you can shoot me a message on there. But the only thing that I would not sell is the 84. It's not going anywhere. So, but I guess everything else has a price. So anyways, without further ado, appreciate you guys watching. I won't take up any more of your time. If you've watched this far, thank you, and have a good day.